everybody, Gina DeLuca here. All right, today I am going to be doing a swipe. Very excited to be part of this big collaboration, showing off the brand new colors from this little Piggy. The colors I will be using today are Whitehaven and Afterglow. I wasn't sure about the Afterglow when I saw the pigment because it just kind of looked like a, like a fluorescent pink. But once I mixed it up, I was like, holy cow, this is one of my favorite colors now. It's kind of, gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's got like a gold mica to it. And so when the gold mica flashes over top of that pink, it is just the most beautiful kind of peachy coral color. It's so pretty. And the Whitehaven is a very pearly white, very pretty. Love it. These have been mixed in the Tipsy Piggy recipe that was developed by Mina Villegas. So that entails putting some 91% alcohol in the bottom of your cup and then adding the pigment to it while wearing a mask, very important. But add the pigment to the alcohol and stir it very slowly so that you're not kicking up that mica dust. And once that's incorporated, then I add the mix pouring medium. You can get this by emailing krista8974@gmail.com. So I just add until my cup is full. I did about a solid scoop from one of these spatulas for this cup size. And I will tell you, if you think these are expensive and you only get a little bit, this little packet, this will be the 5th painting I've done. I'm not having a great painting day. I'm sure we've all had that where it's just like everything you do, you mess up, you stick your finger in it, you drop something, you know, one of those kind of days. That's the day that I'm having. So this is the 5th cup that I have mixed with just this little packet. And there's still even a little bit left. So a little bit does go a very long way. Yeah. So hopefully this one goes better than the other 4, because otherwise I'm out. I won't be able to participate in the collab. So this is going to go fine. This is going to go fantastic. I retired the other canvas because I am convinced that some canvases are cursed, and I will just keep painting and keep painting and keep winding up with fails over and over again. Starting with a fresh canvas. We're going to see, is it me with the bad mojo, or was it the canvas with the bad mojo? The other colors I'm using, the magenta I have going here is the Artist Loft Deep Magenta. I just thought that it looked very pretty with the Afterglow. And I have Amsterdam Turquoise Green. There it is. And that is the color that I will be using for my swipe. The consistency of these paints. It is making a mound. This is, I would say this is about a 2 on my consistency scale, like a 2.5. It's still got some thickness to it. But my swipe color, I have mixed a bit thinner. So I would say this is kind of like a 1.5. It's not quite a 1 because it does make a little bit of a mound, but it disappears very quickly. And I find if I make my swipe paint thinner than the base paints being what you're swiping over, that I can get cells without using silicone most of the time. So praying that that is the case here. Before we get started, have you seen the Fluid Art inspiration cards? If you have, you can fast forward about a minute, but if you have not, what we have are 52 cards. There are 42 technique cards, and each technique card has an associated video here on YouTube that gives you all of the information that you need. The exact paint color, brand, consistency, all of that good stuff. This is a picture of the painting in that particular video. This box here contains a tip for that particular technique. And at the bottom here, you have the color palette that was used in that painting. These two boxes can be used together as the basis of a 2-color palette, or you can build off of those 2 colors. And there are also 8 bonus color palette cards. Each one has 5 color palettes. You can use all of the colors or just some of the colors. Mix and match the bonus color palettes with the technique cards, and you have more combinations than you could ever paint in a lifetime. These are available at my website, ginadeluca.net, and also at amazon.com. And if you get them from Amazon, please do leave feedback. It is very helpful to the sellers over there. Okay, I did also mix up some paint here. This is titanium white, the Liquitex Basics titanium white, mixed with that deep magenta. I was worried that I was not going to have enough coverage because this is a transparent paint. I want to make sure that, you know, there's no canvas showing through. So I'm actually going to just lay down a base coat here. It is pretty thick. I mean, as far as base coats go, but this is going to be a swipe, so it should be a bit on the thick side. If you have not seen my video on paint consistencies, it may be helpful if you have trouble deciding what your consistency should be. And the general rule of thumb that I go by is thicker for stability. I see schmutz. Thicker for stability, thinner for cells, because the cells are caused by an instability between the paints, whether it's a hydrophobic reaction or whether it is the Rayleigh-Taylor instability. There it is right in the name. But the thicker it is, the more stability you'll have. The thinner it is, the more chance you'll have at cells. And so the swipe paint in this case is thinner than the other paints and should give me lacing when I swipe over top. Okay, there's no real rhyme or reason to this. I just want to get some nice big swatches of those colors so you can really see what those true colors are. All right, let me just move these around a little bit. Kind of wiggle them back and forth and kind of turn them into one big mass instead of a bunch of separate pores. Just kind of that wiggle walk will get them to combine. I have a paper towel, one of those select-a-size paper towels, and I'm going to dampen this with some water, just with the spray bottle, and use that to swipe. But first, I must lay down my swipe color. Double checking the consistency because the sauce may thicken upon standing. As I always say, all right, I'm going to give this a spray. Not over the painting, away from the painting. It doesn't need to be soaking wet, just enough to make it more pliable. And give it some weight so that when you lay it on your canvas, it has a good, not seal, but it lays down nicely. You want to make sure it's nice and flat all the way across. Okay, now I'm gonna get this last little part. These colors are very, very pretty together. Even though my paintings aren't coming out exactly how I'd like them to, the colors are really pretty together. I can't complain about that. Should I do another swipe but with silicone? I'm going to add 1 drop of this Hask Argan Oil to my swipe color. And I'm just going to lay down some more. I'm going to do it again, right over top. And pray for good results. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I'm actually going to use my little spatula here. See if I can get a better swipe going. All right, definitely looking better. Hate that I had to use silicone, but we do what we gotta. All right, let's give this baby a torch. Okay, well that's the best thing that happened so far today. So I'm gonna run with this and say, yay! There's a lot of paint, unfortunately. A lot of paint on this canvas. So the $1 million question is, you know, if I stretch this, my cells are gonna get all wonky. What do I do? If I spin it, will the cells get wonky? I may ruin this. I might ruin it. I don't know. All right, I guess we'll see if this works. I can't. It wasn't set up for this, so I'm afraid to spin it too fast and then have this thing fly all over the place. So, I mean, that was good just to get some of that excess paint off of there because that was necessary. Okay. I'm going to leave this be. I don't want to mess with it too much more. I don't want it to get weird on me. But yeah, I've made quite the mess and I'm going to clean that up and then I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Back in a few. Okay, here it is. My area is a hot mess indeed. But that's what we wound up with. Some funky cells, for sure. The colors are beautiful though. Yeah, I'll show you. That was the try number 4. I think that was number 4. It is what it is. But this one came out much better as far as being able to see those beautiful piggies. Yes. But there it is. I hope you learned something. If nothing else, just keep going till you get something you like. Please do like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Do check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. My affiliate links. Do check those out. If you make online purchases, I am affiliates with several companies, and if you enter through those links, I receive small commissions at no additional cost to you. And the website, my website, GinaDeLuca.net, where you will find my art and music and fluid art inspiration cards for sale. That link is there. And our Facebook group, Go Make Some Art. Join us there. Post your masterpieces, ask your questions, get some inspiration. Everything you need to know is in the description box. All right. Y'all, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.